Hello tovarищи! Today we take a look at Blitzkrieg, one of the greatest classic World War II real-time strategy game. And it wouldn't be right for us to take a look at this game with this kind of accent if we don't go straight for Soviet campaign. So that's right, guys, if you haven't guessed already, we're going to be starting with the Winter War, breaking through the front line in Finland. Let's hope we can do a good job, because we know how badly the Finns beat up the Soviets. The Soviets did eventually win the territory of East Karelia, but what we need to do is simply secure the area and capture warehouses. We need to use the enemy's recon abilities against them. We can't just run out with a bunch of troops. They're going to get mown down. Let's do what we can do. Alright, so our first mission is a recon operation. Secure the area, capture warehouses. Capturing warehouses doesn't sound like recon to me, but if you say so, let's go for it, guys. We can actually use aggressive movement. I forgot about this. And this will essentially make sure that they attack the area immediately. What we're going to do is just go ahead, push forward. We've got these guys ready to fight, and I already see the first Finnish target is going to be right here. It's going to be the Finnish trench. Let's show them the might of the Soviet Union here. And of course, they're not going to be able to get over here with those Molotov cocktails as long as we keep our distance. So for now, I'm just softening them up with like a few Soviet infantry, but knowing these Finnish snipers, they'd probably just shoot them down the second they stepped on the field. First trench almost down. I just want to make sure we don't have anybody sneaking up on our flank. In fact, even that's too close. I don't like getting close to the trees or the road. But there we go. Secured the area with armored units. Now, of course, we can push up there to where the fort is. And sure enough, it looks like we are going to be getting some Soviet infantry. Okay. Absolutely awesome, guys. We also do have, I believe, air support for this particular battle, which is just extra cool. And we're going to be using the recon ability of the plane here. Guess we'll go ahead and use it on this side of the bridge, see what they've got. In the meantime, I want to get some of my infantry into that trench, just in case. We're not worried about infantry formations right now. What we should do is move the armor up with the infantry to provide some cover, just in case the enemy's got anything else. And they definitely do. Look at that massive bunker. Just a massive bunker over there. Looks like our recon plane definitely spotted. Look at all those enemy infantry units. Oh, definitely. They are right there waiting for us. Let's just hope this damn thing doesn't have anti-tank weapons. My goodness. One of our core units killed. Now, we did start firing at them finally, but it didn't take them almost anything to kill that core unit. So I'm just going to fire from distance here. I hope this is good enough, but it looks like even they're getting our core units killed. My goodness, this really is Finland. Alright, guys, it's going to be up to the infantry, I believe. As far as I can tell, we don't have any sort of bombers or bombing runs that we can use. What we could try to do is just go completely off-grid and try and attack from a different location. I think that's going to have to be our option. So let me just take one group of units here. I'm going to have to leave these boys behind. I'm going to move north. I'm going to do the same with this vehicle. We're just going to have to attack from a different location. Wiping out those first two Soviet tanks doesn't make me feel good. So we've got a three-pronged approach here, guys. We're going to attack essentially with 3 lines of infantry. And from what I can tell, I don't see any Finnish units over here. So hopefully we can push through the glorious Red Army. I want to get even closer to the edge, though. We're too close to that bunker. Way too close to that bunker. Let's get up here. Come on. And actually, yeah, we really just have to be very careful from approaching that thing. And let's try to get behind it. I believe if we're behind it, it's not going to be able to actually target us. But I'm not 100% on that. So here we go, boys. Let's hope this works. Still bringing up reinforcements, of course. Boyo готов. Готов, ready, of course, in Russian. So we are ready. Our boys are ready and are already engaging those Finns across the border here. Looks like they're across the border, or maybe just another section of the existing Finnish border. Our boys are getting pretty good shots. I'd like to bring that vehicle up, though. That armored car. Nice BA-10. And I know it's not the greatest vehicle in the world, but man, as long as it can get rid of some of the enemy, I call that a victory. Let's push right through, guys, and capture that warehouse.
Готов.
Готов. За родину.
На связи. Так точно. Здесь.
We had that line formation started, but we'll just keep on aggressive formation. Alright, guys, there we go. We've got the infantry forward. Some of them, of course, we've left over here in the area. Now, we can use the Alt key to storm buildings, and that's the only way we're going to be able to take out, for instance, that bunker. So what we're going to do now is try and storm that bunker with a nice group of these units. Just going to go ahead. I hope it's enough. I hope it's enough, and I hope they can't fire from the back of that thing. But I can promise you this, any Finns caught inside after destroying those beautiful tanks, we are not going to be taking them as prisoners. Even the Commissar is approaching with us, the Soviet officer. Let's hope they can do this work quickly. Karelia is ours. And there we go, we're inside. Fighting the battle. You can actually see the battle going on inside. My goodness. Lots of hand-to-hand combat, but we have held it. Man, beautiful. The pillbox is ours. I almost feel like we could leave the trench here. And yeah, sure enough, we got some reinforcements. Ooh, some artillery reinforcements. Okay. I'm not sure where I want to send them yet. I guess we'll go ahead and move them past over here where we've got the rest of our units. And then decide where to drop the guns. But we don't have an official target yet. Until we find one, I think I'm going to be careful exactly where I put these weapons. Get these boys out of the trench. You've done enough. Thank you, boys. Cross across the bridge. How do you guys like Blitzkrieg compared to the other classics like Sudden Strike and World War I? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you think it's better, worse, same? Which would you really consider the original? Okay, and sure enough, look at that, immediately spotting Finnish guns off in the distance. They hit our actual truck. We actually tried to drop the gun off, but we are going to try and knock out the enemy. Now, enemy artillery is also out there, so we want to go for that and just make suppressive fire a priority. It's going to be somewhere over here. So we will do that. I'm also going to see if we can still get that recon plane in. But first, I want to see if our arty can deal with that machine gun, and it looks like they took one. Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and use that suppressive fire. Artilleria. That sounds almost more Finnish, no?
Батарея.
Oh, batteria, excuse me. And we'll put one over here. And we can actually see the range of this. So let's take a look here. That's going to be the range. Well, that's cool too, my PC information. So it might not be... No, it should be good enough to get some suppressive fire. So let's go ahead and just target the location. I think I'm going to target somewhere close to the road. Fire. Oh my goodness, we gotta be careful. We got another damn group of Finns over here on a machine gun.
Пехота на
Did
связи.
not expect that. We're gonna have to bring up the vehicle and then get a new crew on there. At least we've got one artillery gun firing. Keep that fire heavy on the Finns.
Мы победим!
Ждем приказа. Так точно.
Ура!
Good shot. And for our final gun,
Да.
let's just see if we don't have any issues with this one. If we don't, I'm gonna place it somewhere over here.
Да.
Think we'll be okay.
Батарея.
Let's start getting some suppressive fire with this Batareya here. And we'll target a little closer to the coast. When I call it the coast, it's a river. It's still a coast, no?
Поехали!
Alright, let's get that recon plane. That's what we really need. I'd like to even get some infantry units into that building, but I'm keeping my units here because I'm not sure if there's going to be a Finnish counterattack. We want to be ready for that. Let's take a look. Oh boy, look at that. They're all here. They're all here. Come on, man. Come on. Come on, brother. You can do better than that, guys.
Это можно.
Right, now we know exactly where they are. Okay, nice. Objective completed. Wow, we completely secured it. More reinforcements. I was not under the impression that we had taken them out that quickly, but that artillery works quite well. Alright, so scouts have a sneak formation, which allows them to move undetected.
Автобат.
We can use the binoculars by pressing the X key to observe enemy positions.
Уже едем.
Alright,
Тут.
so let's go ahead and load into the car. Oh, sorry about that. And it looks like it's a Soviet sniper.
Увидим.
Exactly what we need right here.
Шофер на звездку.
Now we're going to select the bridge and unload the scout over here. I think the men will be very happy that the Comintern has taken an interest in this war, sent in one of their finest snipers. Now let's hope she makes it through. We didn't check for mines. That's always an issue, but I think we'll be okay. We took out the Finns defending this area. Let's hope that's going to be enough.
Тихо.
Alright guys, there we go. It's going to be a finished mission here in the Winter War. I'm not sure what mission comes up next in Blitzkrieg, but if you want to see some more, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. Hit that like and subscribe button. And please guys, be careful and safe during this coronavirus epidemic. You know, if you have to stay in all day watching Agrippa Maxanius videos, this is probably the best time to do that. Thanks a bunch. I'll catch you on the next one. We'll get the quick statistics here, by the way, as well. 19 men lost, I believe, on our side. 40 men lost on the enemy side. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. We didn't get any medals, but let's be honest, it was our first time in combat. But as for unit performance, unfortunately, we lost 2 core units. In this game, there are campaign units, of course. And it looks like we actually have a second battle in Finland. So if you want to see some more Winter War action, you know what you got to do.